Hey guys, Anthony here for Signal by Sony, a show about everything Sony makes, and we're about to give you an exclusive first look at a brand new Sony camera. I'm joined right now by Kenta from the Sony Camera Team. Thanks for coming again.
Thank you very much.
I love seeing you, Kenta, because it always means that I get to see the newest toys. What are we looking at today?
DSLRs. Yeah, so we're looking at the A57 today.
Okay.
It's a successor to the A55, which is right here.
Okay.
It's the left side. So the first thing you notice is
so this is the old guy, this is the new guy?
New guy. The new guy, the A57, is much bigger, right?
Yeah, definitely a difference.
We made the A55 originally because we wanted a smaller compact form in the DSLR.
Okay.
But one of the complaints that we got was that the grip size was too small, that the pinky did not really grip on.
Okay.
Right? So
yeah, and I've definitely got a good grip here.
Exactly. So the gripping, the ergonomics is much better. Another thing that we improved upon is the stamina. So on the A55, we have the W battery, which is about this big.
Okay.
And then we have on the A57 an M battery.
Cool. Yeah, it's definitely a much more high capacity guy.
Exactly. So you get more shots out of one battery.
I also notice here on the outside we got a bigger screen.
Sure, yeah, it's a 4:3 screen compared to a 16:9 on the A55. So bigger screen, also you have more space here for your thumb, and so it's easier to access these buttons over here.
So cool, other than these sort of outside aesthetics, what's new on the inside?
Inside, so core components. Everybody in the DSLR market is wanting a good image sensor, and we have it. The resolution doesn't change from the A55 to the A57. It's a 16 megapixel image sensor. Okay. But it's paired with the latest Vions processor.
All right, so what does that mean in terms of functionality?
So the latest Vion processor is very fast. It's used on the A77 and also on the A65. What it's able to do now is to get that really high ISO picture. So max ISO on this camera is 16,000.
Wow. So you can take this out in super low light then.
Super low light, indoor shots, in parties, you won't really need a flash.
So what else is going on?
So with the faster processor, we can do 12 frames per second now as well. So telezoom high-speed shooting, let it rip.
I love this.
Yeah. One note is you can do 10 frames per second at full resolution. At telezoom high-speed shooting, you're using the center area, so it's cropping it by 1.4.
Okay.
And it's using that middle area. But when you think about it, it gives you a focal length advantage. So the 55 becomes around a 70 millimeter focal length.
Oh wow, so it's sort of telephotos things.
Exactly,
So that's neat. So if you're getting something that's moving really fast and is far away, so that's great for like sports photography, things like that.
Correct.
Nice. So what else is going on? This looks different, for sure.
So the EVF is very different. So it's not the same one as you've seen in the A65 or A77. It's the same LCD technology. Okay. But it has more resolution in it. It's 1.4 million pixels in it.
Yeah, it definitely looks bigger in there.
It's about 50% larger in area.
Yeah, and it looks sharper too.
Oh yeah, totally. Another thing, AF sensor. It's a 15-point and a three cross-point module. So those are the core features. Now I want to talk about the software differences. And there's a really cool feature that I want to show you today. So on the back side, there's called auto portrait framing. This is very new, and essentially what it's doing is that when the camera senses that you're taking a portrait shot of somebody, they don't recognize that face. They'll recognize also which direction it's showing, and then automatically the camera will recompose that picture for you.
What?
Yeah, so the best way to show this is to actually demonstrate it. So I'm going to try it on you right now. Awesome. So I took a picture there. Yeah. And as you can see,
look at it go.
The white lines cropping it. So I took a very wide angle shot right there. Right. But obviously in the sense that I was taking a portrait, so it made some space here because you're facing this way, right? And applied the rule of thirds. Yeah. So it's a very neat composed picture.
Pretty clever. So when it crops like this, is it actually, I mean, it's cropping down to a smaller size, right?
That's what you think, right? So the cool thing about this feature is that it's actually maintaining 16 megapixels.
And how is it doing
resolution.
that?
It's using bipixel super resolution. So it's interpolating these pixels to maintain that image size.
Okay, so that's kind of similar to what we saw in the cyber shots with the clear image zoom. So it's actually drawing new details in.
Exactly. So it's the same technology that we borrowed from the CyberShot line.
Wow, that is super neat. So when are people going to be able to get their hands on these?
So it will be available in April for $799 with the kit lens, which is the 1855.
Very cool.
Body only is $699.
Awesome.
So perfect timing for dads and grads.
Yeah, a lot of big events coming up in the spring. So keep your eye out for that one, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, Kenta.
Thank you.
And if you guys want to know more about everything that Sony makes, you can watch more of our videos at sony.com/signal or at youtube.com/signal. Thanks for watching.